Hello, my dearies. Today we're going to read Tilly the Truthful. In two side, people are polite. They mind their manners and do things right. And so, when honesty won't do, some might tell a fib or two. They'll smile and say your voice is sweet, even if you sing offbeat. And though it might be hard to chew, they'll gladly try your homemade stew. But Tilly Tavish won't tell lies. She says what's true and never tries to coat her words in sugar sweetly or wrap them up in bows tied neatly. Tilly's always been that way. She's always been the first to say what's right or wrong or out of place, and who's got toothpaste on their face. She'll spot a jumper zipped up wrong, a shoe that squeaks, trousers too long, and if there's breakfast down your shirt, she'll surely be the first to blurt. Ha! You've got jam all down your front. She'll say it loud and be quite blunt. Then, when you think you've cleaned the lot, she'll point and say, "You missed a spot." When Mr. Brim got his hair cut, he tried to keep his curtains shut, to cover up the scruffy trim, but Tilly set her sights on him. Inspecting with her sharpest stare, she counted each uneven hair. She studied every snip and hack, and crooked bit around and back. And so he bought a wig to hide the bushy tufts on either side. But purple curls, they weren't for Brim. Tilly made that clear to him. At Lady Dinky's pie contest, where all the bakers brought their best, Tilly poked through crust to cream, measuring each wonky seam. She sniffed the tarts and lemon pies, examining with eager eyes the angle of each cherry slice, while giving out her best advice. Use less nutmeg, add more fruit. This tastes like a leather boot. She prodded pastry, pressed on dough, then made sure everyone did know which buns were burned, which biscuits were chewy, whose chocolate mousse was far too gooey. In school she acted just the same, always first to shout and shame. She'd strut through hallways, stop and stare at every painting hanging there. That cloud's too square. Your shading's flat. I've never seen a horse like that. On sports day during relay races, she put her classmates through their paces. If they tripped or moved too slow, she would let the whole school know. But one day, Tilly came to learn what happens when the tables turn. It started with a spinach leaf wedged right between her two front teeth. The tiny speck of spinach wiggled every time she spoke or giggled. It twisted, bounced, then did a spin, and settled snug inside her grin. She marched through the town, but didn't know her spinach smile was on show. Every time she told the truth, it did a dance around her tooth. Like when she told her neighbor that her cat was too round and much too fat, and when she asked the postman why he chose to wear an ugly tie. Through it all, nobody spoke. No one pointed or made a joke about what they all clearly saw, the leafy blobs stuck in her jaw. At last Miss Snippet stopped to say, "Tilly, quickly, come this way. I think you've got a little crumb that stuck itself upon your gum." She didn't laugh or make a scene, just whispered softly what she'd seen, and Tilly, though her face turned red, wasn't hurt by what was said. In that moment Tilly knew what gentle honesty could do. She heard the truth but didn't mind because Miss Snippet had been kind. So Tilly made herself a vow. I'll tell the truth, but different now. Before I speak, I'll pause to see if I'd like it said to me. Now, if she sees somebody's sweater is back to front, she knows much better than to shout out what she's seen or say something that's cruel or mean. And when she spies a stain or spot, or a hair tied in a tangled knot, she pulls her friends aside to say the truth in a much kinder way. From smelly breath to wonky hats, to mismatched socks and chubby cats, Tilly speaks up but stops to find a gentle way to speak her mind. The end. See you guys in another story.